Well, Duquesne, tough game of late. What do you see from them this year?
Well, watching them on film, same old Duquesne team, have a bunch of shooters, have some skilled people, have some size in the paint, and we all know we've struggled with them in the past. Sometimes there's tough matchups, and this is a tough matchup for us. They're coming off a big victory at Pitt. So, they're a very good basketball team. They have a bunch of scores. I think they have 4 people averaging double figures, so you really can't just go in on one couple people.
It's a tough matchup. Can you expand on that, why it is?
Well, some of the things they do, they take their 5 out a lot. They spread the floor a lot. They go off the dribble a lot with their 5 out of the paint. But I've noticed this year they're posting a little bit more with their 4 and 5, which will keep our 5 in a little bit more, which is good for us to have our 5 in the paint. But they do a good job, and they got a bunch of scores. You can't help so much on their 4 and 5 because they got shooters. All 3 of their perimeter can shoot the 3.
You mentioned that they've got 4 people in double figures. Coming off your last game, you had 4 players in double figures. How important is that for you guys offensively to kind of have that balance and be able to have multiple people contribute?
Well, it's very important. So you can't just lock in on Bria Holmes. I mean, that's going to be the problem all year. The people are going to lock in on Bria Holmes. And so our other players are going to have to step up and score. Now, we've been doing that. I think Avery Fields has done an excellent job of scoring. But we need to get that. We get Linda at times that'll score, but we need that 4th person to score for us to make us, make them play straight up.
Can Lene be that 4th person? She was talking about confidence and getting confidence out of that last game, that she kind of started feeling it and wants to carry that over into this week. Can she be that consistent player for you?
I think so. Lene continues to get better. And, I've said that all year. I think she'll get better as the year goes on. And I think it is all confidence and that type of stuff. So, hopefully she'll continue to have some good. She had a double-double. I mean, that was great. I don't care who we were playing. Anybody has a double-double, that they did a good job. So hopefully that'll carry over.
With Avery, you said that in the offseason you kind of opened her eyes to the fact that she was going to be a focal point. She really had to be. And just looking back, the year that she basically subbed in for Asia when she was injured, how much has she become versatile and a threat from multiple parts of the court because of what she was kind of forced into a couple of years ago?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Avery has no problem pushing the ball in the break. Now, sometimes I hold my breath when she does that, but, she has the confidence to do that. And at times we need her to do that. So, she's come a long way since her freshman year. She's developed other areas of her game. And, she plays extremely hard. I know after our first exhibition game, I don't even think she scored. And, we had a little meeting about that can't happen this year and all that. So since that point, she's been a lot more aggressive looking to score, and we need her to do that.
Everybody talks offense with your team, but in reality, you're a defensive team, I think, probably.
That's questionable.
What role, though, does Bria play? I mean, what do you have to do with her because she does so much at the offensive end?
It's tough. It's tough ball because, we expect her to play the up-the-lane defense and get there and all that. But, that does take a lot of energy and takes it out of you a little bit. And quite frankly, her and Linda are probably our best one-on-one defender off the dribble. And do you tie her up a lot defensively? Because we expect so much offensively from her, and we're not resting her hardly any. So, it takes a toll on you, and it's going to affect one end or the other eventually because, you just can't play at that level for 40 minutes.
A game like this where they shoot threes against you, I guess that means that she does have to go out and get people up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not like we tell her don't play defense. She still has the same assignments as everybody else. The only thing I've changed this year a little bit is because we're not deep. If they got you beat, don't foul. Live another day. Let's not pick up a 2nd or 3rd or 4th foul. Live another day. And normally I would say no shots get up. But right now we got to change that a little bit. If you get beat, let somebody help you or whatever. Even if they score a layup, you got to let that go because we just don't have the numbers.
And the other thing, just looking, maybe it's the competition you're playing. I don't know, but at times, but you're second in the nation in block shots, and you don't have Brittany Griner or anything like that. Is that Where does that come from?
I think that's Lene Montgomery. We didn't have that last year. Not taking anything away from Asia Buss. She was the best defensive player, in my opinion, in the country. But what she did, she was not 6'5". She did not have the arms, the long arms that Lene has. And Lene right now is getting to the ball very, very well on Howard's side, and she's getting a lot of blocks, and that's good. So I think she'll continue to do that for us because she gets to the ball well right now defensively.
How about just 3 games at home right now that you're in the middle of that stretch, just to have the comfort of the Coliseum before you start getting into conference play?
Yeah, it's great. It's great, and hopefully we can have big crowds come and support us because that's important too. Our girls, they would love to have some crowds in here. Let me just put it that way because I'll become known as somebody crying about crowds all the time, and I got to hear all these emails and texts I get, quit being a baby, all this stuff, whatever. It's not for me. It's for our players. And if I'm not going to fight for our players, I don't know who will.